Happy Saturday, another amazing weekend adventure coming up. This weekend, it's snow weekend. It's snowing right now. I'm right behind Ken. We're on Ken's trip, and I think there's about 10 cars. And we are going to make our way towards Mount Skene and then to Jamison. We're sort of going the long way around, 10 cars, and it's going to be a massive adventure. We're going to concentrate on the road now. This should be good. As we began to air down, the snow started falling and everyone was looking pretty excited.
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on? Miranda was saying that it's coming down like DNA at an orgy.
Oh, that is the best.
Theory is for the cozy, the
Keeps it cool. So you get the snow, you pack it in there, keeps it cold. It's
Bundy in spam can.
Because it's so hot here at the moment, you really need to cool your cans down.
Yeah.
You've got to have a cold drink.
Trying to winch him back up.
Hi. So we've had lunch. It is looking pretty snowy and amazing out there. There's a group in front of us. We're going to go out and have a look at them in a sec. But one of the patrols, I think it is, looking here, has slid off the side of the road and they've got to winch him backwards. So I might just go have a quick little look at that. So that's the bloke that's stuck. He's winching off the tree at the front and winching back to this highlight. One Bundy, and look what happens. So we've had lunch, we've finally got a bit of clear road ahead of us, and it's beautiful and white and quite clear. Got stuck behind a group of guys that had their tyre pressures up at like 30s and 40s, and they kept sliding off the track, and we're going a little bit too slow, and actually too slow meant you slid off the road. You've actually got to keep a little bit more momentum. Maybe not the momentum I'm keeping right at the moment. But now we're moving again, and I think we're going to try and go for Skene. So what we have here is a rare sight. Ken winching. That's the track we came up, and then he slid off to the side. And I've got my own problems. I'm stuck a bit further down. It's slippery AF. I think we're all in a bit of strife. This hill's pretty steep, and I'm struggling a bit further down. We are just going to winch all the way up the hill, I reckon. There they are, contemplating what they are going to do next. So, current situation, I've had to winch, I think maybe 2 times, 3 times. I just cannot get traction. I got my lockers on, I'm down to 12 PSI. My winch, I'm having to use the winch extension. So it's about a 100-meter stretch up a place called Corn Hill, where there's never any snow, but now, I don't know, have a look outside if you can. Well, it's all just a whiteout. Chris and Miranda are helping me, and it's a little bit miserable that side of the Jeep, so I'm fairly grateful that they're out there finding the next tree. They're doing it right now. See if we can turn around. No wonder I can't do that. So, as it turns out, Ken and I were really the only ones that had to winch just then. I'm blaming Ken because he stopped and, you know, then I was bug, I didn't have the momentum. I don't know if that really counts for how I had to winch 4 or 5 times, but as you saw just before, everyone just absolutely sent it, and it was very amusing. I think Jeep and Jerry gets my top score for the most entertaining. Anyways, there's still talk of us trying to get to Skene. At the moment, we're at 1,100 metres, and have a look at the snow. Skene is 1,500 metres, so I don't know what it's going to be like there. Anyways, we will see if it's all just bravado and talk, or whether we actually make it.
It always brings a smile to my face when I see a patrol on 37-inch traps get stuck. He's poorly helping him out. Sorry, Bill. As the snow kept falling and the sky kept getting darker, Skene was nowhere in sight. So discretion was the order of the day, and we headed for home. Saturday morning, yours truly was well rested, but there were a few bleary-eyed amongst us. We headed off to rescue some Suzukis. Ken filled us with confidence of stories of him hydrolocking the motor on Elvis as Elvis floated downstream. We all pondered our future. Alright, we've got an elaborate thing going on and Tracy knows what's going on, so explain what's going on with us taking the rope across.
Okay, we're all connecting the rope, but essentially it is...
Connecting the rope to the back of that.
We've got 4 Suzukis on the other side of the river, and they can't get across, so they want assistance getting across. So everyone has to bring the rope across and attach the Suzuki back, and Rob's going to winch the Suzuki across the river.
So it's a 1-for-1 type arrangement. One of us goes across and then we winch the Suzuki back.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking good, Rob. With our good deed done, we are back on the trails.
So GPS is showing that it's about another 1,100 metres to go on this track. I think we've only done about 2 kilometres, and geez, what time is that? 1:24. We've been on this track for hours. It's not hard, it's just all the snow has folded the trees down and it's close. So I don't know how long the next 1,100 metres is going to do, how going to take, but I reckon we'll be here for a while. So just enjoy some techno.
We thought this windy little climb was the last real obstacle of the day. I had to winch a few times. Most people got up with a fair amount of throttle. Fortunately for me, Jono miscalculated slightly and also went off the track and needed to winch. From here, some of us were so confident, we were even starting to air up our tyres. We just thought there was one little river crossing left to go. Just climbing out of the river, Jono managed to just catch an edge and de-bead. It wasn't too long though before we were on our way.
So it's been the end of it is the end of what has been an awesome snow weekend. More snow than just about any of us that have ever seen up here, especially the old guys who've been around doing it for a while. Just finished it with a couple of really steep little sections, some nice rocky climbs, that was good. The whole weekend, touch wood, because we're not quite out of it, but I have not de-beaded once. Hell yeah. We're just finishing off now. We've got a little ways to go still, but I think it's all fairly easy tracks. We've had an awesome ride across the top of a ridgeline, and it's all just still snow covered, as you can see. Really nice way to finish an awesome snow weekend. Thanks to Ken and all the guys that organised it. And hopefully next year will be just as exciting as this. Ooh, a little bit scratchy, this one. Anyway, see you next time. I just did my customary little sign off for the vlog, Ken, saying not much to go now, nearly out. Look what happened.
As it turned out, Ken had managed to stick one of his wheels into a fairly deep rut and just managed to DB. Wasn't too long before we were on our way again, and what awaited us was some of the best snow driving at speed that I have ever done.
So over here, you can see my finger, that is the road, and that's where Rob is.
It wasn't long before Rob was back on the track, and this was really the end of the excitement. Man, what a fantastic snow weekend. See y'all next year, and thanks for watching.